my name is Karo and I love engineering and technology as my passion, which I could talk about on my show. Don't forget to watch Asphere's Cafe every weeknights right here on Cool FM. Hope to see you soon on my cafe!
Mula sa TVH Group of Networks, ito ang inyong himpilan, ito ang inyong tahanan. Number 1 sa Mega Manila.
Might be keeping on the gills right now, and the gun is now open. Asparagus, pasok!
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to Asphere's Cafe. Today is Monday, June 16, 2025, and yes, in the Philippines today it is the day where some students are already going back to school, in that case public schools. But here in our show, in our cafe, we do our own cafe sessions. We like doing technology news every Mondays and Tuesdays, anime pop culture on Wednesday, gaming Thursday, and of course some topics to random topics on Friday. But here at Asphere's Cafe, we are sticking to what we always do right here. All right. So before we begin, how are you, Dream Car?
I'm fine.
That's good. How about you? I see Mark is on the stage, but Mark, how are you?
If you don't know, I've been drinking water for a long time, and that's only I did.
I see. All right. So, while I'm doing something here, Dream Car, what do you have? Do you have something to share, Dream Car? Dream Car. Okay. Let me just fire up here, of course. And then oh boy, I think we are off to a great start with this. Anyway, we're gonna get into that in a bit here, but again, Dreamcar, do you have anything in store you would like to share before we start the coffee session? Dreamcar? Okay, looks like Dreamcar is not audible at this time. I think he's busy. But alright, so we're gonna get into that right now. And yes, let's start with the coffee session now. And boy, Microsoft has accidentally made an oopsie here. So here it is, and that is, yup, the Microsoft accidentally swapped Windows 11 startup software, which is the current startup software, with the older version of Windows, that is Windows Vista and 7. So if you have been having flashbacks to 2007 while using a PC over the past few days, you're not alone. Microsoft has mistakenly replaced Windows 11's boot sound in test versions of the OS with the startup chime from Windows Vista. Windows testers started noticing the issue shortly after Microsoft released its latest dev channel build of Windows 11 on Friday afternoon. The .wav file for the boot up sound, which is stored inside image rest.dlo, had been randomly replaced with the Windows Vista startup sound in preview build 26200.5651. Microsoft quickly acknowledged the issue and added a line to its release notes for the latest dev channel build. This week's flight comes with a delightful blast from the past and replaced the Windows Vista boot sound instead of the Windows 11 boot sound, says the Windows Vista team. We're working on the fix. And to confirm that, here's the video from Tom Warren on Vibe Blue Sky, which we're gonna share that here. So yeah, here is the video that shows that is showing the wrong version of showing the wrong. All right, let them explain.
Huh? I didn't hear it.
Right, you just saw the demonstration video. So if you guys don't understand what's going on here, so basically for context, in the latest dev channel build, Microsoft accidentally replaced it with the older startup sound from Windows Vista and 7. You wanna see how that works? Again, this is the latest dev channel build which you are seeing here, and then once it boots up, it plays a wrong startup sound from Windows Vista and 7.
So it sounds like Vista. Now,
Oh my god!
Yeah, yeah, you hear that? You hear that? You hear that, Inkar and Mark?
Goofy. Very funny, very goofy.
And then this is how the Windows 11 startup sound should sound like.
what Windows 11 is actually supposed to sound like.
Yeah, you hear that? Yeah, you hear
Yeah.
that? That's how it's supposed to sound like. That's how it's supposed to sound like, right? Now, now back to the blog post here. Now back to the blog post here. It's not clear how such a mistake even happened, but Brandon LeBlanc from the Windows Society team joked on X that he went in and had some fun with the sound files in Windows and thought folks needed a blast from the past before confirming that it was actually just a bug. So that's kind of funny if you ask me, but yeah. So yeah, and I have to say, Microsoft really made a whoopsie. To be fair, and 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 yeah, I can guarantee that Microsoft made a whoopsie. So yeah. Anyway, what do you say? What do you say about Microsoft accidentally making a mistake?
Well, as you can see, here's the I have the. I'm just gonna imitate the reaction of Windows about that incident. Windows be like, "Whoops, my bad."
Yep. Whoopsie daisy. Whoops. Whoops. You had one job, Microsoft. You had one job. You really had one job. Or you did. You really had one job, Microsoft. Well played. Well, I suspect. No, not a suspect. Well, I guess that is gonna be fixed in the next testing build for sure. But again, this is what people really don't see that coming, huh? People really don't see it coming at all. Huh? Yeah. Well, anyway, now let's see what else can we cover here. I will put the music back here. Hold on. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, let's see what else do I have here. Well, it's a little bit of a slow news, so there's nothing much that interests me so far right here on the Verge side here. But man, that is very funny if you ask me. Oh well. Looks like OnePlus news just came in. It just recently just published 7 minutes ago. So we're gonna get into that now. So again, this is coming from This is coming from The Verge. I mean, so OnePlus announces the Nord 5 and 4 more products. So OnePlus has announced 5 new products, including a new phone from its popular Nord lineup, which will launch in Europe and India next month. The company will release 2 phones, a tablet, smartwatch, and a pair of earbuds, and has already shared a handful of details for each device, though full specs and prices will have to wait until the launch event on July 8th. The Nord 5 is the latest in the company's mid-range smartphone line, and is the first Nord to feature a flagship Qualcomm chip, in this case the Snapdragon 8S Gen 3, which was designed for cheaper flagship phones, along with an upgraded cooling system and support for LPDDR5X RAM. That's all we know about the phone specs, but from the picture we can think that it will come in a pale blue finish, officially dubbed Dry Ice, and features a dual rear camera. The Nord 5 will be joined by the Nord CE5, which should run a little cheaper, but we all we know about that is it's marble mist finished. In an interview with Tech Radar, Selina Shi, OnePlus European head of marketing, has also confirmed that both phones will feature the new customizable plus key rather than the company's signature OLED slider, and the AI Plus might feature it enables. The OnePlus Pad Lite is the next one. That's the next product. The OnePlus Pad Lite sounds like another affordable option described as entry level by the company. It has the same central circular camera as OnePlus older tablets rather than the new design found on this month's Pad 3. The company didn't confirm any other details, but over the weekend a full spec sheet for the Pad Lite leaked, claiming it will have an 11-inch LCD display, run on the MediaTek Helio G100 chipset, and launch with an optional cellular version. And finally, the company has teased a smaller 43mm size for the OnePlus Watch 3 to join the existing 47mm model, along with a new pair of earbuds. The OnePlus Buds 4 will include dual drivers, support high-res audio, and come in green or dark gray. So this is what you can expect from OnePlus, and I believe the phone right here is the OnePlus Nord 5, and here is the OnePlus Nord CE5, and then here is the entry level of OnePlus Pad Lite, along with the earbuds and the Watch 3. Yes. So, do you have any comments? Do you have any comments from our fellow co-hosts before we continue? It looks like Dreamcar has finally fixed the mic. I had to survive her at that time because he was doing some back unnecessary background in his area. So yeah. Anyway, what do you think, Dreamcar? Dreamcar? Okay, I guess it looks like it's not having a good day for Dreamcar.
I love Infinix.
Oh well. Anyway, what do you say about the OnePlus Nord 5, Nord CE5, OnePlus Pad?
Not sure, but no comment. Spargo, sir, now starting, I think. No
I
comment.
just got cut off because of my. I just really got cut off by the lag. Amazing. Anyway, I will repeat. I didn't get to hear your answer. So can you repeat your answer? Can you repeat what you just said? Because again, my computer just lagged. So can you
Again,
repeat?
no comment for me as for now.
No comment. All right. All right. So let's. I think that is all for what I have here for this gap. But this is interesting. Your next phone could run on Trub Mobile, which is in the US. Oh dear. Yup. Stay tuned. We're gonna be covering that in the next gap of Asper's Cafe. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, it is now 6:54 in the evening, and we will be returning with more coffee sessions right here on Asper's Cafe. This program, or sponsors, was brought to you by
Asphere's Aircon, Dreamcast Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, DLX Karaoke, and Melody Mart.
We will return after the break. Stay along with us.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. DLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan. And Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near you.
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan nyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming feelings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium feelings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron ulit tayong Overload Onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili ka ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Dream Car Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation.
Dito na tayo sa Joy A. Dito na tayo sa Joy A Supermarket kung saan lahat ay mura at marami mga discount. Matthew Marchard Sardines only 12 pesos plus buy one take 3 pa. Durex condoms buy one get 6 for all flavors starts at 49 pesos. Buy one Frostbite ice cream and get our exclusive The N-Word song in CD. Sa supermarket namin ay Joy A. Joy A Supermarket, ang paboritong budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas.
Joy A Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia.
Kamusta po kayo? Si Sec Ted Herbosa po ito ng Department of Health. Nakapagtaob, taktak, tuyo, takip na ba kayo?
Taob, taktak, tuyo, takip.
Siguruhing walang pamumugara ng lamok na Aedes na nagdadala ng dengue. Kung walang lamok, walang dengue.
Taob, taktak, tuyo, takip.
Gawin ang taob, taktak, tuyo, takip.
Taob, taktak, tuyo, takip. Taob, taktak, tuyo, takip.
Isang paalala mula sa Department of Health.
Hi guys, today we'll get to know Bjorn Usok, Dunkin's newest endorser. Usok, what's your current favorite drink?
Dunkin' Ice Breve.
Ooh, it's that bold espresso made indulgent with half milk and half cream. Shall we give it a try? Sarap.
Rich, smooth, creamy.
There's nothing like Dunkin' Iced Brevet.
My new choice.
Our new choice.
Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
Matanda na ako, kaya handa na akong magpaalam sa mga mahal ko sa buhay. Bye, anak! Laro muna kami ng mga apo ko.
Let's go, Lola!
Bye, mga mare! Unahan ko na kayo tumakbo!
Enjoy ang buhay pag nag-buy sa Aray with Skelan. Lamang sa bisa para sa Aray. Hiyang pa sa heart at bulsa. $9.50 lang SRP. Naproxen sodium is a generic name of Skelan. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ganito ang tunog ng clogged nose. Pag sinabayan pa ng headache, hirap, di ba?
Kaya pag may clogged nose and headache, Decogest with Decolgen Forte. The most powerful relief versus other Decolgen formulations. With maximum maximum decongesting action versus PE-based medicines available OTC in the Philippines. Decolgen Forte.
Kahit itanong mo sa doktor.
Alagang Unilab yan. Phenylpropanolamine, HCI, chlorphenamine, maleate, paracetamol is the generic name of Decolgen Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ako, ikaw, everybody, every bubbly, pop a Cali. Si ate, si teacher at little boy, si BF, si Frenny at Mang Boy. Every bubbly, pop a Cali. Pati flavors, peanut bubbly, pineapple, Cali bubbly, apple, Cali bubbly, light, Cali bubbly. Pati you, me, sila as we. Everybody, every bubbly, pop a Cali. Magnolia, feeling good, set up. Feeling good while you work. 99.5. Cool FM.
United States Asphere at Asphere's Cafe.
And we are back. It is now 6:51 in the evening as we continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. Alright, so, boy, we're gonna kick off with another crazy headline, or I should say, a bizarre news that we are not expecting from the U.S. Trump administration, or is it? So yeah, Trump-branded phones as we speak. Full apologies if we're going a little bit political, but this is something. Dream car. Oh boy, here we go. Your next phone could run on Trump Mobile. So trademark filings suggest a Trump-branded phone, accessories, and network might be coming. So Donald Trump might be planning to launch a mobile network and the Trump-branded phone. DTTM Operations LLC, the company Trump uses to manage his trademarks, has applied to use both Trump and T1 for telecoms, mobile accessories, and even phones themselves. The applications filed with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office last Thursday cover wireless phone services, mobile phones, cases, and chargers, plus retail stores to sell them all. A trademark application doesn't guarantee that a Trump mobile network is about to launch, but it's the signal intent. Patent attorney Josh Gerbin wrote in the blog post on Friday, noting that as part of the filing, a lawyer for Trump will have signed a sworn declaration affirming the company's genuine plans to bring these goods and services to market. The specificity of the applications points to serious consideration. Trump launching a mobile network could have complications. For one, Gerbin points out that T-Mobile might have a thing or two to say about the application since T1 could infringe on its own trademarks. That's before we get to the question of how FCC Chairman Brandon Carr will handle regulating a network owned by his boss. Trump isn't the only public figure with his sights set on telecoms. While Ryan Reynolds has gone out after selling his stake in Mint Mobile to T-Mobile in 2023, just last week saw the launch of Smartless Mobile, brought to you by the podcast of the same name hosted by Hollywood stars Will Arnett, Jason Bateman, and Sean Hayes. So that is pretty wild, as we did not expect that Donald Trump would be launching his own mobile network here. Wait, I was just gonna say to Chandra. Wait, what? Not in my bingo cards. Not in my bingo card. Let me just ping my fellow colleagues here, Esmod, Lisa, areas. Yeah, not in my bingo card. Anyway, Dream Card, what do you say about the Trump branded mobile network that could be coming soon?
That's interesting.
That's it. You think it's interesting? Why do you say so?
Mobile networks are not common all the time in the US, but you can see that it's nearly there. So yes, I would say it's a bit interesting though.
Yeah, only applies on US. So once again, Trump Mobile will only apply in the American markets. Obviously they're gonna launch outside America, but man, the US is gonna be crazy with hearing this news, huh? But yeah. Anyways, so that's Trub Mobile that is set to launch in America. Again, US only as we speak. So yeah. Again, it's not coming outside. It will not be coming outside US, obviously. So keep that in mind. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. I will let the TOC team handle the show because they're going to be busy working on the new lower thirds. Boy, oh boy, yup, new lower thirds coming soon on Full FM. So, let's just see what else I can cover here. Okay, yeah, it's a little bit of slow news right now, so we're gonna head over to another tech news in the website now, and I believe we're going to head to our local tech news website, that is Yuka Tech. All right. So, well, it looks like iPhone XS is now considered vintage product. So, following the iPhone XS Max becoming vintage 6 months ago, Apple today has now marked the iPhone XS as a vintage product too. This means it's been more than 5 years since Apple stopped selling the device through its official channels. Devices labeled as vintage can still be repaired at Apple stores and authorized service centers, but only if the necessary parts are still available. The iPhone XS was launched in September 2018 alongside the iPhone XS Max and was pulled from Apple's main lineup in 2019. So, in 2 more years, the iPhone XS will be considered obsolete, meaning Apple will no longer provide service or repairs for it, even if parts are available. Aside from the iPhone XS update, Apple also moved the 5th gen iPad 2017 to its obsolete list. Furthermore, Apple quietly updated its support page to remind 2018 Mac Mini users to check with service providers about repair options. This model was added to the vintage list earlier this year, though the reason for its early inclusion remains unclear. So, if you're not aware why XS is now vintage, well, it has something to do with the iOS 26 and knowing that this phone will not. Okay, so yeah. Oh my God! Apologies for the lag of my computer. My computer did it again anyway. But so yeah, I'm just gonna say it again here that knowing that iPhone XS isn't getting the iOS 26 update, it makes sense for them to move these iPhone XS products to vintage list. But in 2 years, it's going to be considered obsolete as we speak. So yeah, there you go. Anyways, Dream Car, if anyone still owns iPhone XS, if anyone still owns iPhone XS, what can you say to them right now?
Usually, I don't know because my cousins are now using iPhone 13, not iPhone X. I think no, they don't use iPhone X anymore, so they have iPhone 13. But for the people right now has the XS, it's interesting update. So nothing much to say. So all you have to do is update them or something. So nothing much to say.
Well, well, what about the apps that still support iPhone XS? Well, if they drop the support for iPhone XS, well, that means it's time for them to move on to the new iPhone, right?
Yes.
All right. So yeah, that's the news about the iPhone XS now being considered as vintage, following iPhone XS Plus 6 months ago. All right. So let's move on to another one. Well, we're going to a little bit about smart TVs this time, and well, TCL has officially released its latest QC Mini LED TV, the TCL C7K series in the Philippines. This was published 2 days ago. So, the C7K uses TCL's Mini LED technology combined with quantum dot or QD tech, resulting in better contrast, deeper blacks, and improved brightness. It supports up to 80 local beaming zones and reaches a peak brightness of 3000 nits in HDR mode. This helps reduce common LED issues like halo effects while delivering sharper image detail, especially in high contrast scenes. To improve viewing angles and overall image quality, the C7K also features TCL's CSOT HVA panel and enhanced light control through built-in algorithms and micro lens layers. For gaming features, the TV supports up to 288 Hz variable refresh rate, low input lag, and features like TCL Game Master and Game Bar offer quick access to performance tweaks and screen optimizations for popular gaming consoles. Well, how much is this TV, or TCL C7K? Well, the pricing starts at 55,499 pesos, Philippine pesos for the 55-inch model. And for the retailers, you can find them. You can get the for more details on how where you can buy the TV or this TV rather. You can find them in authorities TCL retailers nationwide, or you can buy it online through its Shopee website. So, I am not sure if this comes with Google TV, which is very likely that it comes with Google TV. But I will be checking their website right now if it comes with if it comes with Google TV. Let me just double check, because in their blog post for some reason they did not mention Google TV. That's interesting. So, okay, yes, it does come with Google TV. I am just checking their website right now. Seems like it does include with Google TV operating system, just to confirm. Product type, general information. Yep, Google TV. It's weird. It's weird for me that they did not mention Google TV for some reason, but we now know that this comes with Google TV or Android TV operating system pre-installed. So yeah, Dreamcar, any thoughts?
Interesting that TCL is updated as well. I don't, because if you don't know, Alcatel is owned by TCL, but they're now focusing on TVs more than the smartphones. But yes, they're more on the TVs now.
Right. Okay, so let's move on to another one now. Let's see what else I can have here. Well, we have some great news for the Philippine gamers out there, and that is Sony lifting its region lock on 4 games sold through Steam. So, yes, we have some great news, ladies and gents. So, Sony has quietly unlocked several of its major PC titles in countries where PlayStation Network is officially supported, including the Philippines. So, following the success of Xenoblade on Steam, which became available in non-PSN regions after the direct developer intervention, more Sony published games are now accessible without the need for workarounds. Fantastic news for those who are looking forward to play PlayStation published games on their PC. This is a fantastic news to hear. This is a fantastic news for you guys to hear this, because again, let's be clear here, because the PlayStation Network isn't even officially available here in the Philippines, while in other Southeast Asian regions do have, like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. And I possibly kind of correct me if I'm wrong, but Philippines is left out. But hey, if you're one of the PC gamers who are looking forward to play PlayStation published games without looking for workarounds, this is something you need to hear right now, because yes, this is a fantastic news, and I'm really glad that Sony finally has lifted the region lock, and I am looking forward for more from Sony if they will continue to release their Steam games in the Philippines in the near future. So, what else aside from Stellar Blade? We have God of War, Ragnarok, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, Spider-Man 2, Helldivers 2, and Horizon Zero Dawn. And to note, it was previously available in some regions, and now it's more broadly accessible. So, yeah. Additionally, Steam still blocks access to Sony games in 7 countries: Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Russia, Syria, and Vietnam. Not surprising for Russia, but for Vietnam, blocking Steam, well, licensing issues, I guess, could be why. But yeah. So yeah, fantastic news for our fellow Filipino gamers who are looking forward to play Sony published games, huh? Finally, at long last. So yeah, any words from Dreamcar? What do you think, Dreamcar? Is this good news? Do you think this is a good news?
Supposedly yes.
You heard that? You heard him right. You heard him right. It is indeed a good news. It is indeed a good news, Dreamcar. It really is. Alright, so let's see what else we have here. We're going to get into the smartphone news in the next gap, but I mean the rest of the smartphone news in the next gap, but I still have some more to cover here. Let me just check. Oof! 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 Oh, Dreamcar. Anchor recalls over 1.1 million power banks amid fire risk. Oh dear, Dreamcar. Alright, so let's see what is going on with Anchor and when could possibly go wrong. So Anchor has issued an urgent recall for its popular PowerCore 10,000 Model 81263 power banks, advising customers to stop using affected units immediately. The U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission received 19 reports of these compact chargers overheating, catching fire, or exploding, resulting in minor burn injuries and over $60,700 in property damage. Anchor is now offering a free replacement device or a $30 gift card to ensure user safety. The recall covers approximately 1,158,000 units sold online through Amazon, Newegg, and eBay between June 2016 and December 2022. Users can identify recall power banks by the engraved Anchor logo and model number A1263 on the bottom edge. However, only devices sold in the US with specific serial numbers are part of this action. Customers should check Anchor's official recall page to confirm eligibility. To participate, owners must submit 2 photos, one of the power bank marked with the date and the word recall implement marker, and another showing the model and serial numbers. While Anchor suggests including the purchase receipt, it isn't mandatory for obtaining the replacement. Opting for the free 10,000 million power core model A1388 comes with a handy extras like a charge level display and a USB Type-C cable lanyard. Safety experts remind consumers that aging lithium-ion batteries can become volatile over time. Once you have confirmed your unit is recalled, Anchor urges you to take it to the certified e-waste or battery recycling center, and these resources are available via the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. And as always, never toss a compromised battery in regular trash or communal recycling bins, as these methods can increase the risk of fire or environmental harm. So, this recall underscores a growing awareness of backup battery safety, with smartphones, tablets, and portable gadgets becoming integral to daily life. Reliable power sources are in high demand. Yet, lithium-ion technology, while efficient, carries inherent risk if damaged, overcharged, or aged beyond its design life. Looking ahead, some manufacturers are exploring solid-state battery technology, which promises enhanced safety, longer life, and greater energy density. Though still pricier than traditional lithium-ion packs, solid-state options may become mainstream as production scales. For now, Anchor's swift recall and customer-friendly replacement program aim to mitigate risk and reassure millions of users who rely on PowerCore devices. So, if you are if you're in the U.S. and if you're one of those affected by the recall, you should start opting for the replacement right now for free through Anchor. How does it work? You can check their official Anchor website and find your serial number if your PowerCore is affected by the recall. And the last but not least at this time, and yes, NPC is safeguarding bloggers, and the safeguarding it's as NPC or National Privacy Commission is looking to safeguard citizens, and they're going to be imposing the guidelines for vloggers and YouTubers. So the National Privacy Commission has released a new set of guidelines concerning the use of body-worn cameras and alternative recording devices by law enforcement and other entities. The new rules, released in NPC Circular Number 25-01 and effective from June 2025, set strict protocols for the collection, processing, and storage of personal data captured by these devices. The circular applies to all personal information controllers and processors using PWCs or ARDs, including police, private security agencies, and even bloggers when their activities involve the processing of personal data. However, for purely personal, family, or household use, such as a cyclist using a camera for self-protection, is generally exempt, provided the footage is not shared online or used commercially. Persons using PWCs or ARDs must ensure transparency by providing clear privacy notice, both physically, for example, signage or device indicators, and digitally, for example, online privacy policies. And this is how it works. The lawful basis for processing personal data must be established, and the use of recordings must be compatible with declared specific purposes such as law enforcement, traffic management, or public safety. Proportionality is emphasized. Data collection must not be excessive and should only serve legitimate objectives. Bloggers who record and publish footage that captures other individuals must provide privacy notice and ensure to mask bystanders' identities, especially children and vulnerable persons. I think this is a great move, right? This is a great move, I am saying. This mandate could heavily impact bloggers or YouTubers who mostly produce pranks, do speed surveys, and the likes. Yes, I have my take here, and I do not like YouTube prank YouTubers. Okay, and I think this is the right direction that NPC is doing to take action against prank YouTubers. They will need to either get permission from the people they are shooting or blur their faces in post-production, including bystanders. We have seen some established vloggers are doing this already on the channel, but certainly this will be required from everyone from here onwards. Individuals whose data is captured have the right to be informed, access footage, and request eraser, subject to reasonable limitations, such as ongoing police operations or national security concerns. Agencies must mask unrelated individuals in release footage and provide explanations for any denial or delay in fulfilling access requests. Violations of the circular carry potential criminal, civil, and administrative penalties under the Data Privacy Act. Agencies have 60 days from effectivity to comply, and the NPC will conduct regular reviews to keep the guidelines current with evolving technology and privacy best practices. So, do I think this is a good move? Absolutely, because I think this is a much needed change, especially that we are now seeing more and more YouTubers going to do their blogging, and I think this is one of the welcome change we are seeing here. So yeah, this is one of the good changes I'm seeing here. So yeah, what do you think, Dreamcar? Any thoughts?
Same comment as yours. Not much to say.
All right, thank you, Dreamcar. With that, it is now 7:13 in the evening as we will continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Coffee. Our sponsors:
Asphere Circon, Dreamcast Pizza, Kapinoy Coffee, DLX Karaoke, and Melody Mart.
With that, Asphere's Coffee will return after the break. Stay along with us. We will be right back.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee from FES Manufacturing Corporation. DLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan. And Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone, making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron ulit tayong overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming fillings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Dream Car Karaoke po. Tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap. Kaya lumipat na ako sa bagong kape ng bayan.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Gawa sa purong Arabica at Robusta mula sa pinakamainit na puso ng Pilipinas. Piniling mabuti at inihanda ng may pagmamalasakit.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap. O mga Kapinoy, subukan nyo ng tikman ang lasa ng bayan.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Kapinoy Coffee, masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Kapinoy Coffee.
Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Mga Kapinoy, tikman nyo na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Tamang-tama lang tapang at sarap ng kape na tiyak na magigising ka. Kaya subukan na ang bagong Kapinoy Coffee. Also available, Kapinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Cream mula sa FBS Manufacturing Corporation.
Husay malasakit, iaalay sa alagang Unilab. Husay malasakit, iaalay sa alagang Unilab yan.
For 80 years, ito ang alagang Unilab para sa'yo.
Alagang Unilab yan.
Pag naka-Maxfit, kargado! Tulong sa lakas ng katawan, listong isipan at lambing na pangmatagalan with proper diet and exercise.
Lipat na sa Maxfit Kargado!
Unilab yan.
Multivitamins, minerals, ginseng at royal jelly. Ang generic name ng Maxfit. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Ganito ang tunog ng clogged nose. Pag sinabayan pa ng headache, hirap, di ba?
Kaya pag may clogged nose and headache, decongest with Decolgen Forte, the most powerful relief versus other Decolgen formulations. With maximum decongesting action versus PE-based medicines available OTC in the Philippines. Decolgen Forte.
Kahit itanong mo sa doktor,
Alagang Unilab yan. Phenylpropanolamine, HCI, chlorphenamine, maleate, paracetamol is the generic name of Decolgen Forte. If symptoms persist, consult your doctor.
Are you looking for a place to cool yourself down? Do you wish to find a refresher that pops? Then go visit Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor with Soda Pop. Located in the city of Taguig, Soda Pop brings you an alternative to those average milk tea shops that's too expensive. They have a wide variety of flavors including strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, to name a few. They also have 2 sizes to choose from, perfect for every scenario. Whether you can drink and chill at home or bond with your friends, Soda Pop is here to stay. Price starts at 39 pesos SRP, so you don't need to worry about your pockets going empty. So, choose Soda Pop. Pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration. Soda Pop, now with flavors of strawberry, blueberry, green apple, raspberry, and more. Starting at 39 pesos. Soda Pop, pop the party with flavor, where every sip is a celebration.
Starbucks, Starbucks, wax. Starbucks, Starbucks, wax. Always remember, sa paglinis, pakitawin ang sahig. Mrs. Starbucks, Starbucks, wax. Kitang na to the max.
Starwax, ang #1 floor wax. May waterproof formula. Buhusan man ang tubig, balikin tabang sahig.
Starbucks, Starbucks, wax. Kitang na to the max, max, max.
Starwax Floor Wax, manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified, world-class quality.
ACS.
Tag-tuyo, tag-ulan, tag-init, tag-lamig. Laging handa ang kapote ni Junjun. Kahit anong season or occasion, always ready ang kapote ni Junjun. Trust Condoms. Pag may kapote, kampante. Kaya taga roon, taga rito, taga saan ka man, dapat laging ready ang sikat na kapote ni Junjun.
Trust Condoms, pang family planning na abot kamay at abot kaya para sa lahat.
And we are back. It is now 7:22 in the evening as we continue our coffee sessions right here on Asphere's Cafe. Okay, so we are now moving on to the smartphone news as usual, as we always do in our Tech Cafe. And this time we will be covering all of them. Well, not, if not all, well, most. But we will start with the weekly polls results. Dreamcar, take it away because we have some interesting poll results, smartphone poll results. So yeah, Dreamcar, take it away.
Thank you, Aspargos. As I go to my cell phone again, hold on. Yes, somebody now. I love in Phoenix. Alright. No. To click. Alright. The last time was this one. So the results for this one is staggering maybe and yes, competing head to head with 1233, 27.9, maybe for 36.2 is not available near me. 463, better flagships 894, none of the above is 224. So interesting for the Sony.
Wait, no, not the Sony. I already did the Sony last week. The Realme G7, GT7.
Did you check this one as well?
Yeah. I already covered that last week while you were not available. But yeah, weekly poll results from this week. Yeah, covered that one.
Okay, so that was the GT7 for staggering 841. Oof. Competing with this, the Poco F7 Ultra, OnePlus 13R, Galaxy S25 Plus, and Xiaomi X7 Pro. Competing with this one, this one, okay. Okay, so not a good start for the G70 here. But let's see here. Big one for the maybe 192, 31.6. But for the yes, 185, 30.4. No, but 17 cent for 6.1, 37. No, better phones in this class, 129, 21.2 is not available near me, 23, 3.8, and of the above for 6.9 for the two. But a staggering no for the 70. Oof, that's not a good for Realme. There are better phones in this class is 153. Oof. For the yes, 50%, 14.5, maybe 72, 20.8. It depends on the views. 24, 6.9. It's not available near me is 9. None of the above is 11. So, what do you think, Asparagus? For the
Well,
70.
for these, that was not what I was expecting for them not to buy, for people not to get this one. Well, too bad. Too bad for Romy, unfortunately. Too bad. Too bad they could have done better. That's all. That's all. That's all.
Alright, thank you, Asparagus. Now for the new one. They called the liquid glass. iOS 26 and the liquid glass. Love them or hate them. From Peter or St. Peter or something. Okay. They called this the Vision OS with the new UI liquid glass. Oh, squircle design, aren't we? Nearly a squircle design.
Squirtle,
Corrales, oras na.
Squircle time! Whip, whip, whip!
Look what we have. Nearly a squircle design for this one because it's the liquid glass. It comes to this one, it looks like a squircle design.
Squircle, ayo, squircle, ayo.
iOS Vista. iOS Vista, huh? Recently added. They're freaking squircles! Yes. They're doing the squircle design now. Once again. Squircles everywhere. Okay, here are the survey for this one. Both look great. I like the new features, but not the new UI. I like the new UI, but wanted more features. Neither the UI nor the features are good enough. I don't know. I want to try it first. I don't care about UI teams and none of the above. Those are the selection. So of course, I'm going to put that on on the main chat room. So let me just.
Main chat room and Cool FM chat room.
Alright, hold on. Alright, so full chat room and main chat room. Hold on. Alright, here it is for the cold chat room, one for the main chat room. Alright, and here they are. Asparagus, back to you.
Thank you very much, Dreamcar. And as we, and yes, you just saw the weekly poll from GSM Arena, and and to our fellow co-hosts, before I give my take here on the liquid glass and iOS 26. Dreamcar, what do you think? Do you think this is a good UI change or meh, or you don't like it?
I have 50-50 expectations on the liquid glass. It might be good, it might be not good, but let's see for the reactions next week.
I see. Alright, how about you, Mark?
Well, 50-50, same as green card.
Same comment as Dreamcar, okay. So yeah. Anyway, that's now we'll be sharing my take right now, and honestly, I hate to say this to those who does not like the liquid glass. I actually am the fan of the change. Let's be real here. I like the way how Apple has brought the UI from changes from Vision OS, and then now they brought it to the rest of the ecosystem like iOS, iPad OS, Watch OS, and Mac OS. I like the change, guys. Don't get me wrong. I like it. That's all I can say. I like how Apple is heading to, but some people don't. But for me, I do. Okay, that's my take. All right, there you go. So yeah. Anyways, it looks like we only have a minute before our time is up for our fellow TVH. So that means we need to wrap it up now for our fellow TVH. So that is all for the coffee sessions this morning on TVH. Thank you very much for joining us, and we will be back again tomorrow morning, same time, same place. And of course, we will continue to bring you the latest tech happenings on right here on Asphere's Cafe every morning at 9 a.m. on TVH. Until then, this has been Asphere's Coffee on TVH Network. I am Cairo.
And I'm Dreamcar. And Mark Morales. The cafe is now closed for TBH.
We will see you tomorrow morning. Remember, same time, same place. Bye bye, TVH. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
This show is produced for TBH, Atidyo Entertainment and Ask Media Production.
And we are back. It is now exactly 7:30 as we continue our coverage sessions right here on Teacher and Cool FM and live streaming on Teacher Entertainment, Cool FM Primetime live streams via Teacher and Cool FM and Femin Archives, and of course ASP Video's YouTube channels. Okay, now let's head over now to the rest of the smartphone news, of course, as we always do at between the third to last gaps right here. Alright, let's begin with the Realme Narzo 80 Lite 5G. And here it is. Let's just bring this up right now. So here it is. Alright, so here it is. Realme's Narzo 80 Lite 5G is now official as the latest entry into Narzo 80 series. The new device is actually nothing more than a rebranded Realme C73, featuring a 120Hz LCD Dimensity 63000 chipset and a 6000 mAh battery. So this is how the Realme Narzo 80 Lite 5G looks like in purple and black. This is how it looks like. Of course, the front-facing camera is the punch hole camera, so that's good that the notch camera is slowly becoming a thing of the past now. So this is a good thing we are seeing here. So Narzo 80 Lite is built around a 6.67 IPS LCD with HD plus resolution and a 120 Hz refresh rate. The panel features 625 nits peak brightness and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera. The phone is equipped with MediaTek's Dimensity 63000 chipset and paired with 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage. The back features a 32 megapixel main shooter with a GC32E2 sensor and an unspecified luxury sensor. The software side is covered by Realme UI 6 based on Android 15. The 6000 mAh battery supports 50-watt charging. No wireless charging, which is expected. Realme Narzo 80 Lite comes in crystal purple and ox black colors. Pricing is set at 10,499 Indian rupees, which is $121 for the 4 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage trim, and 11,499 Indian rupees, which is $133 for the 6 gigabytes of RAM and 128 gigabytes of storage version. Realme is offering several launch offers which bring the effective starting prices to 9,999 Indian rupees, which is $116 and 10,799 Indian rupees, which is $125 respectively. Open sales start on June 20th by Amazon India. So, co-host, what do you say about this phone? And at least the punch hole camera is now a mainstream. So I don't see notches coming to new phones. So yeah, camera notch is becoming a thing of the past. But yeah, what do you guys think about this phone? I love
the notch is very weird.
Okay, so why do you think it's weird? Can you explain?
Like, of course, it's very common to have like a camera notches now, but in phones of the future, it looks bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing much more to say, but yes, it looks bizarre if you don't have a camera notch. That's weird.
I mean, to be fair, the entry-level budget phones has a notch already. It still has a notch on my primary phone, which replaced my broken Galaxy A51. But usually the entry-level budget phones have the camera notch. But with the latest Realme entry-level phone, it has a punch hole camera, which I'm starting to think that the camera notch is becoming, or the V-shaped camera notch is becoming a thing of the past. So, do you think it's becoming a thing of the past?
And of course, usually it's very common that in entry phones. But yep, it's the classic one, the V notch.
It's slowly becoming a thing of the past, right?
Yes.
Oh, all right. Oh, hey, Blue Wave is here tonight. Is that you, Blue Wave? Okay, I don't think I can hear you, Blue Wave. Your microphone is. Oh, okay, I can hear you, but yeah. So I have a question. Do you think the V-shaped notch camera is becoming a thing of the past? Because I am starting to see the trend that the punch hole camera is expanding to entry-level phones. Do you think?
I think it's gonna be in like a few years. Not really now, not really this year. Maybe in a few years.
Right, 3 years, huh? Very interesting. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one, and that is Infinix Dream Card. Don't be triggered by this, huh? Infinix Smart 10, right?
I love Infinix! Corrales! Halika dito!
Anyways, here it is. Infinix Smart 10 series. So, yup. Infinix, ladies and gents. Infinix launched its Smart 10 series with three devices: Smart 10, Smart 10 Plus, and Smart 10 HD. The trio brings entry-level specs. Yup, another entry phone. And I also see the punch hole camera at the start as well. DTS tuned loudspeakers and several flashy color options. All three phones sport 6.67-inch IPS LCDs with HD plus resolution and 700 nits peak local brightness. Smart 10 HD features a 90Hz refresh rate, while the other two get 120Hz panels. The Smart 10 Trio also offers dual speakers with DTS tuning and a 300% volume. Oh my goodness, 300% volume! What? I was not expecting that on the entry phones, but
This
wow.
can't be real. This can't be real. 300%? There's no thing as a 300% volume. That's impossible.
Yeah.
When it's
And as
Infinix,
for the
it's freaking
chips,
Infinix.
Yep. As for the chipset, you get the same Unisoc T7250, aka T615 chipset across all three, alongside up to 8 gigabytes of RAM. You get the highest storage configuration options. That's good to see on the entry level phones. At least you get the highest storage configuration options. So yeah, all three have up to 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage. I repeat, up to 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage. Yes, 256 gigabytes of 256 gigabytes of internal storage in entry-level phones could be a thing in the entry-level phones. All three also feature micro SD slots and headphone jacks. In terms of cameras, Smart 10 and Smart 10 Plus bring 8 megapixel main shooters and 8 megapixel selfie cams. Smart 10 HD offers a 30 megapixel main shooter alongside an AI lens and an 8 megapixel selfie cam. So, for the battery department, the Smart 10 Plus offer a 6,000 milliamp cell with 80-watt charging, while the Smart 10 and Smart 10 HD get 5,000 milliamp cells with 15 watts and 10-watt charging, respectively. Smart 10 and Smart 10 Plus also get IP64 ingress protection. On the software side, Smart 10 HD boots XOS 13 based on Android 14 Go, while Smart 10 and Smart 10 Plus get XOS 15.1 based on Android 15. It's kind of weird for Infinix to go with the previous version of Android, with the Android 14 Go on the entry level phone, but it's weird to see, huh? Really, it's really weird to see that the Smart 10 HD is getting an older Android 14 version, of course with the Go version included, while the other phones such as Smart 10 and Smart 10 Plus will be getting Android 15 with its own OS skin, which is XOS 15.1. So, Infinix Smart 10 Plus comes in slate black, titanium silver, iris blue, and ruby red colors. It is available in Malaysia for 349 Malaysian ringgit, which is $82 US. It is 4 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage trim, and 399 Malaysian ringgits with $94 US, 48 gigabytes of RAM, and 128 gigabytes of storage version. Smart 10 comes in sleek black, titanium silver, iris blue, and twilight gold. It starts at 299 Malaysian ringgit for 70, which is $70 US, 43 gigabytes of RAM, and 64 gigabytes of storage. Well, I hate to say this. This is the red flag for the latest entry level phones in 2025. This is kind of a red flag to me. Like, can it even hold up? Can it even hold up the hardware in 2025 for the smooth performance? Can it even keep it up? But yeah, 3 gigabytes of RAM and 64 gigabytes of storage in 2025 is a red flag to me. Infinix Smart 10 HD comes in Timber Black, Shiny Gold, Crystal Green, and Galaxy White colors. And no pricing for the Smart 10 HD. So what do you guys think about the Smart 10 series so far? Any thoughts? Dreamcar and
Never
Mark.
buy Infinix ever again.
That is the one thing you're gonna say when I cover a Phoenix article, right?
Bruh. Infinite? What the heck?
The pinnacle of Infinix smartphones are bizarre. First of all, red flag is 300% volume. Second, battery issues. Third, they still wait, I call it. They still have the XOS battery issue. No, it's the second. But the third is let's call this. I forgot. The third thing is I forgot. Oh shit, I forgot. The third thing is the um I forgot. Never mind, I forgot. Fourth is it's not stable. Android 14, and number 5 is it still have the Unisoc chip that for the entry phones Unisoc chip.
Unisoc. Is it?
Yes.
Is it how bad? How bad is Unisoc chipsets really? Is it? Is it worse in terms of performance? Is it very slow?
I record a lot of radio music throughout my day, but trust the process. It doesn't have its capabilities. You know what's worse? Hold on. I'm going to send you one time. Audios don't want to mess up my music. I was recording the Soulmate Sonata at that time, and yep, Infinix isn't having my day na. Last Saturday. Yep.
Stability issues indeed, and I don't think Infinix can make it for the Smart 10 series. Do you think, Dreamcar?
For the budget, yes. For the quality, no.
You heard that right, Dreamcar. You heard that right. How about you, Mark?
Oh yeah, one more thing, Asparagus.
You have one more thing. Go ahead, Drag. Sorry, go ahead, Dreamcar. Go ahead.
If your battery shows up to 23% and instantly goes zero, you might regret, instant regret.
Hey, one more
Call
thing.
the issues. Call the issues. Call the issues.
One more thing for if you're an Infinix user, you always get crash. Crash here, crash there, crash everywhere.
Oh, you can attest to that, Dreamcar.
Corrales. You know what? You share the same thing I have also did. One thing, I am just watching YouTube videos and then instantly XOS crashed on me for no reason. Yep, it happened 5 times in one day.
Yikes. So yeah.
That's not good.
Not good, no?
Yes.
Alright, okay. Alright, let's pass it to Blue Wave now. Blue Wave, do you agree with Mark Morales and Dreamcar's take on Infinix?
What?
Do you agree with Dreamcar's and Mark Morales' take on Infinix, because they're reporting issues with Infinix smartphones? Do you agree?
Yeah. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. So yeah, if I would have to say right now, what Mark and Dreamcar, since you're one of the Infinix owners, what can you say to our viewers and listeners of Asphere's Cafe?
2 things. Fix your phones.
Correct. Dreamcar.
Here's one sentence for you folks. One phone from Infinix, instant regret.
Real.
Real.
I highly do not recommend getting a Phoenix Smart 10 at this point because 300% volume. You hear that right? You heard that right? 300% volume mode. Oh my goodness.
Yes, yeah, you haven't heard of that one before, Corales. 300% volume only for Infinix. What's your take?
Well, I have 300% volume in my Hot 50i, but get this, it's a nonsense thing that you use a 300% volume on 3 a.m.
Oh yeah. If you think about the quality is BS.
Typical Infinix, that is, ladies and gents. Typical Infinix. Am I right?
Yes.
Alright, well, we can all say right now Infinix sucks. It is now 7:46 in the evening as we will get into the last cafe sessions all the way until 8 o'clock right here on Asphere Cafe. Our sponsors, Dreamcar.
Asphere Starcon, Dreamcars Pizza, Pinoy Coffee, DLX Karaoke, and Melody Mart.
With that, Asphere Cafe will be right back after the break. Stay along with us.
This program was brought to you by Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus. Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you. Pinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee from FVS Manufacturing Corporation. DLX Karaoke. Ang tunay na karaoke ng bayan. And Melody Mart. Your everyday vibe for convenience.
Trust. It's a bond that is nurtured for years, from generation to generation. At Asphere, our greatest accomplishment is earning the trust of millions of satisfied users in the Philippines alone. Making life cool and comfortable for over 100 years now. Asphere, the air conditioning expert. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Asphere's Aircon. Tried, tested, trusted by an asparagus.
Ang mas masarap na pizza ay andito na. Dream Cars Pizza, the finest pizza in the Philippines. Rich sauce, crispy crust, smooth creamy cheese, maraming toppings to choose from. And not only that, may frozen pizza rin sila. Take your pizza on the go. Dream Cars Pizza. We make the pizza the Dream Cars way.
For deliveries, call 141-9191. That's 141-9191.
Dream Cars Frozen Pizza are also available in supermarkets near
Dream Cars Pizza. We make pizza the Dream Cars way. Call 141-9191 for deliveries. Also available, Dream Cars Frozen Pizza in supermarkets near you.
New. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart. Ang sarap ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Subukan niyo na ang Melody Mart Onigiris. Maraming fillings na pwedeng pagpilian. May classics, locals, at premium fillings na suwag magpapasaya ng samyo.
Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart. Overload onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Biking, meron rin tayong overload onigiris na mas pinalaki, mas maraming feelings.
Price starts at 55 pesos. Bumili na ng onigiri sa Melody Mart.
Melody Mart Onigiris. Price starts at 55 pesos. Available in Melody Mart outlets nationwide.
Melody Mart, your everyday vibe for convenience.
Dreamcar Karaoke po, tuwing pagising mo sa umaga, kailangan mo ng kapeng gigisingin ka sa tapang at sarap.
Tikman ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Pinoy Coffee.
Tama-tama lang ang tapang at sarap.
Tikman na ang lasa ng bayan sa bagong Pinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee.
Masarap na coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee.
Also available, Pinoy Coffee 3-in-1 and Pure Creme. Bili na sa inyong mga suking tindahan.
Pinoy Coffee. If it's coffee, it's Pinoy Coffee from FVS Manufacturing Corporation.
Dito na tayo sa Joy A. Dito na tayo sa Joy A Supermarket kung saan lahat ay mura at marami mga discount. Matthew Margarine Sardines only 12 pesos plus buy one take 3 pa. Durex condoms buy one get 6 for all flavors starts at 49 pesos. Buy one Frostbite ice cream and get our exclusive The N-Word song in CD. Sa supermarket namin ay Joy A. Joy A Supermarket, ang paboritong budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas.
Joy A Supermarket, ang budget-friendly supermarket ng Pilipinas. Now in 6,900 locations around the Philippines and Southeast Asia.
Goodbye to me, Masya. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan. Bright bar blue.
Pride Bar Blue with powerful stain-away enzymes. Malupit magtanggal ng dumit mancha pero di masakit sa kamay.
Goodbye to me, Masya. Hello, bright bar blue. Isang labanan yan.
As tested ang cotton and polycotton. Sa mancha, malupit. Sa kamay mo, mabait. Pride Bar Blue. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
Light up efficiently. Swap out old incandescent bulbs for energy-efficient LED ones. Brighten up your space while reducing energy consumption. Remember, every small action adds up to make a big difference.
Magkasama tayo para sa maginhawang bukas ng bagong Pilipinas.
You have the power.
Energy efficiency starts with you.
This is a public service announcement from the Department of Energy and the station. Chill out with a Dunkin' Iced Breve, your ultimate sip of the season. It's creamy, dreamy, and ice cold. Perfect for summer days. Available at selected Dunkin' stores. Sip it, love it, repeat. Chill out with a Dunkin' Iced Breve, your ultimate sip of the season. It's creamy, dreamy, and ice cold. Perfect for summer days. Available at selected Dunkin' stores. Sip it, love it, repeat.
Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan. Ang kanlungan noon ni Tandang Sora para sa libu-libong katipunero ay isang ganap na lugar ng mga bayani ng ating buhay. Kasama mo ang himlayang Pilipino, laging handa baunin ang alaala ng iyong mga mahal sa buhay. Ang himlayang Pilipino ay naghahatid ng mga affordable na libingan hanggang sa mas magagarang mga mausoleo para sa mga pribadong pagdidilay. Bukas din ang tahanan ng alaala para sa iyong pangangailangang pagpupugay mula sa chapel rentals hanggang sa cremation. Para sa mga karagdagang impormasyon, maaari kayong tumawag o mag-text sa 0968-896-4850. Pumunta sa himlayangpilipino.org o sa aming Facebook, Himlayang Pilipino Incorporated, at Instagram, HPI Memorial Park.
Ang number 1 floor wax. May waterproof formula. Buhusan man ang tubig, balikin tabang sahig.
Star Wax, Kingdom na to the max, max, max.
Star Wax Floor Wax. Manufactured by ACS Manufacturing Corporation. ISO certified. World-class quality.
ACS.
And we are back. It is now 7:54 in the evening as we are now into the last gap of the cover session right here on Asphere Cafe. So Dreamcar, it is time for EV news, right? If so, take it away, Dreamcar. EV news. Let's go.
EV news will be on possibly, but for now, going to only one for now.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Let me just.
Sure. All right.
No, all on EV. Most of it are a little bit politics. So yeah, that's a little bit bizarre. So just first start from inside EVs will be the BMX BMW iX3 prototype. So here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Parinig ko, BMX.
Don't
Alright, so
remind
they
me of
call it,
that. Do not remind me of BMX. No, don't remind me of BMX.
they call this the so-called new gen new class for the iX3. So this is the crossover iX3 for the fronts, of course. Yeah, because of the bizarre call this their sticker job from iX3. This is like a update here from them. The performance, technology, and charging times panoramic display will be on. The full review will be make it that from tomorrow. For them, it has particularly blown away with their iX3 brakes. It's smooth, of course, under their Rolls Royce and Bentley. They are very smooth iX brakes. And of call this the sun camouflage. They call it, in which their paint job, of course, it's bizarre because they call it the sun camouflage. That's for prototype. It's much all for. So I suspect the EVs will be having more of that on tomorrow's edition of Asper's Cafe. Now back to Asparagus.
Thank you very much, Dreamcar. Thank you very much. Okay, so now as oh wait, Blue Wave is not here anymore. I was about to ask him some questions for what we can expect from him in the next few days. But oh well, I guess he has to go for now. So yeah, okay. So let me check the Verge once again before we go. Just to check. Okay, yeah, still slow news. So yeah, we're gonna go to 95 Google now. Why not? So let's head over to that now. Okay, so well, it looks like the new Google TV setup is much easier than having to rely on Google Home app now. So pretty cool if you ask me. So here's the post from 95 Google. Google TV is getting a faster setup process for new devices, and it's much easier and faster than it used to be. Coming to new Google TV hardware, starting with Walmart's new on 4K Plus, the new setup process is much faster than it was before. The existing setup process for Google TV, still in use on millions of devices, requires diving into the Google Home app and jumping between phone and TV to get everything done. It's just a tiny bit tedious and always feels like it takes us few too many steps. The new setup process is much faster, mainly because it cuts out the Google Home app entirely. So this is how the new setup process of Google TV looks like. So excuse me. If you have an Android and if your Google TV detects your Android phone, you will get a pop-up saying set up the Google TV. That's how it's simple it goes, right? So yeah, at long last, it no longer requires Google Home app, which is a welcome change we are seeing here from Google. So on Android, you might even see a pop-up on your phone to set up a new device. The update process on your phone takes quite literally only a minute, with the rest of the setup process being done with your Google TV remote. The phone is only needed to transfer a Google account and your Wi-Fi password. On the TV, you will assign the room you want the TV to show up in through Google Home, confirm any apps or services you are subscribed to, and a handful of other preferences around Google Assistant, and that's it. So yeah, I say this is a welcome change for Google TV. What do you guys think? We have to go soon. So yeah, what do you guys think?
Of course, for the Google TV, it might be very good for this one.
Of course. How about you, Mark?
Same. Very good, very demure, very nice.
That's right. You're absolutely correct. Okay, 1 minute before 8 o'clock, and I think that is all for what we have tonight right here on Asphere's Cafe. We will be back again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. as usual, where we will continue to do some tech happenings right here on Asphere's Cafe. And next program will be a 1 hour break, that means music automation, and then 9 p.m. will be done by Quadro Plus 2. Until then, this has been Asphere's Cafe. I am Cairo.
And together with Mark Corrales, I'm Dream Kakaroke. The cafe is now closed.
We will see you tomorrow. Cafe's over. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Asphere's Cafe. Asphere's Cafe. By TVH Entertainment.